Welcome, all you +2 comedy modifiers, back to Slay the Princess. We join my live stream already in progress. A dominant vessel. Bring the tower to her.
You're on a path in the woods. And across that path is a cabin. And you're here to slay her.
Yeah, what should I do? Like... Can I not go the other way? Okay, thanks for telling me what to do.
It's all part of the job. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Before you go in, she's gonna lie to me?
A warning.
Yep.
She will lie.
Gotcha. To the cabin. What should we do this time? Should we try to stay with the princess, maybe?
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are...
You want to scrap with the princess, maybe?
Dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
If we want to slice the princess, you know. I feel like I always don't take the blade, and then I'm like, I could have used it for good stuff. So let's go ahead and take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
But I don't think I'm going to attack her. I think I'm going to...
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's...
Yep.
Don't let it fool you. It's...
Hi!
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Come on down!
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
Right, we've done this.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Nuh-uh! Should we go with nuh-uh? Nuh-nuh-nuh. It's nuh-nuh-uh. Nuh-nuh-uh. Or I'm just here to talk. I'm gonna try to just stay with the princess. Like, I'm not gonna try to leave, but I'm not gonna try. I'm just gonna just stay, I think.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it? And then we
See, I don't want to drop it. I want to see if we can chat with me holding it.
Compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and don't you dare?
We had that
It's
before.
fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
I'm gonna tighten my grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
We haven't done that before.
Poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Oh!
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Well, Otar, you missed Serve the Princess, which was something else. This one, I was going to say it was Stay with the Princess. I was going to just try to hang out. But I'm keeping the knife, so maybe it's going to be Slice the Princess. I know, I'm kind of playing this one by ear.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
So I don't want to stab, but I don't want to. I don't want to stab her, but I don't want to drop the knife. So I want to keep the knife. So that's kind of what I'm doing to see how long I can talk
If you hesitate now,
while
it's
holding
too
it.
late. End this.
I'm sorry, can we just talk? Are you sure she's not armed? Drop the blade. Slay the princess. Yeah. I'm sorry, can we just talk?
You're so close. Don't give up. You've come this far. No, this is a good idea. Maybe we can de-escalate.
We're going to de-escalate.
Oh, threatened, are we? You poor thing. Drop the knife, and of course we can talk.
No, I'm not. I'm going to keep the knife, though. I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Well, then we're at an impasse. Nailed that. Squid at the princess while holding onto the blade. I'm going with, well, I guess we're at an impasse because that is literally what I said.
I guess we are.
Yeah. Well, I guess you are.
For the love of everything, just slay her already.
No. Maybe I'm stonewalling the princess today.
Or drop the blade. Do something.
No. Stalemate the princess. Are you sure you don't want to talk? We are pretty sassy.
I'm sure.
Oh, are you?
For goodness sake, the two of you can't just stand around like this forever. Eventually, something is going to give, and I highly recommend that you be the one to take the initiative.
No, I'm sticking with stalemate the princess now. Oh. I'm very upset that I couldn't squint, but...
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Grab blade.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
I feel like we did a lot of these already. Relationship becoming out. Yeah, it's pretty awkward. Had to get down here. What's your name? How long you been down here? Man, we've done a lot of these.
Do you?
Ooh, interesting. No, I'm gonna lie.
You're lying.
Ah, she caught me.
How does she know that?
It said lie next to it.
Don't think that just because I'm the one in chains, it means you have a right to interrogate me.
How long you been down here?
Too long.
Checking her
Note the lack
nails.
of detail. You can't trust her.
How would I get you out of here? See, I'm trying to avoid...
She hesitates before answering.
You?
We had
address
this
me as
one.
Your Royal Highness. Or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do.
Again, she offers no
We
specific.
got that before. Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh? Have you decided what to do with me?
I'm trying to stalemate you.
You know why you're here.
I'm going to get you out of here. Examine the chains. I'm going to keep you locked down here at least for a bit. We can get to know each other. Yeah.
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
Look how annoyed she is.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't,
Huh.
I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
No. What should I do? Should I examine the chains? Or should I... I feel like I'm going to examine the change.
Oh, for the love of...
Good. I'm glad you've come to your senses.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing.
Alright.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
So again, that's a very interesting line read. Because in the previous thing that Otar, I think you missed, it basically said, if you can imagine yourself breaking the chains, it'll happen. So the interesting wording of you can't even imagine it.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Well, you do have that big, sharp knife. You could always cut me out of here.
I mean, if that's what you...
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free.
That's a good point.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Why was I leaving?
Is someone else here? You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to.
Oh yeah, is that true?
Easier for whom?
Ooh, I
Easier
used whom.
for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
What do you mean by they?
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Alright.
Against
Ooh!
the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive.
Ooh, I might have to blur that.
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm?
I'm gonna tourniquet
So she
this
isn't
if that's
even
okay.
bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Alright.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world.
Oh, look, there's blood on my dagger. That's a fun little detail.
As the princess
No!
approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm unable to select Slay the Princess. Because I guess I've done that in a past.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges
Hoo-yah!
forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
I'm going to resist!
The blade. Move the blade.
Nee.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
I'm trying.
I'll make this quick.
What are you? Don't get yourself stabbed. That's not what I want.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Okay, is she gonna kill me? Because last time she killed me, she was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know what I'm doing," and now she seems really, really clearly to know how to use this knife.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
All right, Desmond.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical.
Oh, why did you stab me 100 times the other time?
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing.
Oh.
This is the end, isn't it?
And isn't
I'm
it?
afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
And that's going to do it for this edition of Slay the Princess. What will happen next in this weird black and white world where all my choices matter, or don't? Well, the only way to find out is to join me next time, so be sure to subscribe right here to Plus2 Comedy Gaming, and I'll see you all next time. Boop!